Welcome back to another episode, guys. I'm Ryan, this is Kid, and we're travelling in Australia in our beefed up combi.
On this week's episode, we'll be visiting some iconic Aussie pubs, the most beautiful thermal pools and hot springs we've ever seen. We find ourselves in a town that was at the centre of a murder investigation and send the drone recovery team out to croc-infested waters. So in case you haven't been following along, we are in the Northern Territory at the moment. We had spent the night at a free camp just north of Elliot, just off the highway. From there, we're heading to Daly Waters for a night. We stop in at the infamous town of Larrimah before finally making our way to Mataranka and Elsey National Park.
And we're ready to shoot off, all packed up. I'm going to head to Daly Waters Pub now, see if we can get some beers.
Hopefully they have live music, that'll be really cool.
Yeah, we've heard really good reviews about this pub, so pretty keen to check it out.
They have donkeys.
They have donkeys?
So excited.
Alright, let's do it. Oh, park brake's still on, don't do that. We're off. So we found ourselves here for the night. It is packed. Pub's that way. Here is cooking up some lamb wraps. And then we're going to go check out the pub. No plates, saving on washing up. Couple of donkeys walking through. Hopefully old mate didn't leave anything out on the table because they're into it. How cool is this place? You're on the move. So we arrived here right on 4. Happy hour started. On a wire.
Oh my fucking god.
Morning.
Good morning.
Had a mad time last night.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was awesome. Fun little vibe.
Drank too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just going to go back to the pub to see if they got a
Strawberry milk.
strawberry milk for Kira. Because apparently she can't live her life without one.
It's true.
Look at the little merch they got here. This is a pub that knows what it's doing. Best chicken coop out here. That time again, we got more stickers to put on.
There?
Yeah. You want to go closer?
Well, I accidentally already put it down. Majority of our stickers are from pubs, not from places.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I'm excited! So we got packed up, got some fuel and said goodbye to Daly Waters. Had a nice nutritious breakfast in the car and headed towards Larrimah. This small town was at the centre of a murder mystery back in 2017 when Paddy and his dog went missing and the last place they were seen was this pub. So there is actually a documentary on Netflix called Last Stop Larrimah, and at the time there was only 12 people living in the town, so everyone has their theories on who killed him. Our personal favourite is the one where Fran, the tea shop owner, killed him and put him in her pies.
Alright, so we're going to walk from up over to Paddy's place. Paddy's across the road, but we're going to go check out Fran's place, the tea house, for all these famous pies out. Oh, she closed. Bugger. Right across the road, we have Paddy's house. That's his place. We're going to walk back to the pub, get a pie.
That is so good.
Paddy in there? Oh, these ones, eh?
Not these ones. These ones are paddy free.
Lovely. Alright, so we just finished exploring the Larrimah Hotel. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was cool, sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
It was cool because we'd seen the documentary.
Absolutely.
But
it's pretty
it
dead.
wasn't really a vibe.
Yeah. Maybe later on it might start kicking off, but yeah, it was pretty dead in there. Now we're off to
Mataranka. Put up at our campsite in Mataranka homestead. Little shady spots, plenty of spots around. You get to pick where you want to go, which is always a treat. Just going to pack a little bit of a bag up and head to I think they're thermal springs. So we'll see how hot they are because it's a hot day. So
beautiful spot. We got the sun, we got the shade, we got it all.
You excited to go for a swim?
I am, yeah. It's been a while.
It's been a long while.
You can tell them about your extra sticker you put on too,
Yeah.
behind their backs.
I put a sticker on behind everyone's back. Ryan was not impressed. Alright. I'm so freaking excited. Cheers.
So, actually no alcohol in there. To head back to the van and have a beer first, and then we can go in. Take two. Excited?
Yes.
Yes. Everyone's got pool noodles, eh?
Yeah. Maybe you can behind me.
So this is the start of where the spring is. Rainbow Springs. Not allowed to swim in here, unfortunately. And that just flows down to where we were just before. We're back at the van now. Swim was very refreshing. Kira's just gonna make us some lamb wraps for dinner, and then we're gonna head up to the pub. Check it out. Live music again tonight. 2 nights in a row. See if we can still handle it in our ripe old age.
Hey. Your ripe old age.
Big entertaining area, good dance floor. So we've got the fire pit here, and then the bar. Got a couple of bush chooks. Haven't had these for years. Hope they're still delicious. So I come home early from the drinks at the bar. Decided we got a heap of food to eat up before it goes off, so we're going to try these out. Chicken nibbles. It's in our trusty pan. See how they go. Just packing up from our Mataranka stay. Did notice something not so fun late yesterday. We got a smashed solar panel. Must have been the big trucks we were driving past. The rock must have flicked up and hit it. It's alright, still working. So we're gonna get a new roof rack soon anyway, so we'll see if that solar panel will work with the new roof rack or not. Might have to change the front solar panel again. Time will tell.
Alright, and we set off to explore Elsey National Park. So first on the list was the 12-mile yards. There was a few walks that departed from here, boat ramp and the Roper River. So there's a few walking tracks around here, but they are all closed due to the wet season. The wet season's just finished, but the tracks must still be a bit dodgy, which is a little bit unfortunate, but something to keep in mind. It's end of May now, so yeah. And these were just some old cattle yards back from the 1940s.
Did you get trapped in here?
Going to do a cute little walk down to the Roper River. We don't know how far it is, couldn't find any information on it, so see how we go, eh? We can't see it, but there is a croc over there on the other side. Ryan reckons it's a freshie. It's pretty big. I reckon it's a small salty, and Ryan reckons it's a big freshie. So even though his drone was being weird, still insisted on flying it over croc-infested waters, and now what?
I wanted to see the crocodile. It went into a weird mode and just started doing its own thing and wanted to land in the water, and that's pretty much what it did. So now the drone recovery team is going to go out and try to find it. This way, please. Should work.
So it's in there, in those trees. There is a croc over there. So like if we're in Cairns, I'd say since there's one over there, there's probably not one here. But I feel like those rules don't apply in Darwin. You know what I mean? They're a bit more crazy up here.
Yeah. Just down in the water there. So, I'm gonna get this. Might be able to do it. Let's try. Haha! Looks like they can swim. Well, it's still on, so that might be a good sign. I'm just going to turn it off now and let it dry out.
You might have got some cool underwater footage.
Maybe.
Ooh. So we'll never know if old mate over there is a freshie or a salty.
Get the bigger drone out.
Okay, so we've actually just realised you need a permit to fly a drone here anyway. So maybe that's why it didn't work. Maybe that's why it went crazy. But we have just applied for a permit, so hopefully that comes through in the next few days and we can get some cool drone shots. I'm going to go back down with my camera and see if I can zoom in close enough to the croc, just so I can prove myself right. So just applied for a permit for this drone. Ryan shan't be flying it near any crocky waters. And we'll see what happens. Got this guy drying out, but you're not very confident, are you?
We'll see. It still was on, which was weird. You'd think it'd just fry straight away. I'll dry this one out. I'm not putting the battery in the sun, but because it might explode. What's the verdict?
You can't see anything. Not even close. You can barely even make him out. After this, we headed to 4 Mile. There was just another picnic area and boat ramp there. So we had a quick look at that and then jumped back on the highway. We were going to try and find Mataranka Falls. So the walk was closed, but we found something on Google Maps we wanted to try out.
So I'm going to try and check out the waterfall. I had a look on Google Maps and it says this is a road to go to it. So check it out. There's another car in front of us. So that's handy to know if we do get stuck. I think we're still a fair way off the falls. There's a tiny little falls up there we'll go check out. And then we'll see if we can get any closer to the actual Mataranka Falls. Something like that.
How much did the noodles sting you?
$6 each.
$6 each.
Worth it, but
What do you got there?
nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing for you.
Nothing for me.
It's for the drivers.
Yum. Frickin' love hot chippies.
Here we are, Bitter Springs. It doesn't look as packed as the other swimming pool was.
You reckon? Would you fuck off?
Ow. Couple of freshies here. Nothing we can't handle with our noodles.
So pretty. It's like the scrub here is so gorgeous, so green, but it's still real bushy.
Green bush.
And it's like a nice green, like a nice light.
It is.
I really like it.
So Bitter Springs is one of those ones that you float down. So we'll have a starting point, jump in there, and then float down a little further, and then jump out. So pretty keen for that. Lucky we did get the floaties. We drove past the servo and decided to turn around and grab some floaties because everyone's got them. So now we're at the entry point. Jump in over this way and float down. A bit of flow here. Very nice.
Spiders! So we did a few hot laps at Bitter Springs. It was absolutely incredible. The water was so warm. I think we were there in the late afternoon. So we headed off at about 5, went back to Mataranka homestead and spent the night there. And then we decided to return to the thermal pools nice and early to beat the crowds. And we're so glad we did because it was just absolutely gorgeous at this time of the morning.
So,
It was amazing, but now absolutely free.
lucky we sort of beat the crowds here. They just started arriving now. 9 o'clock now. I've been here for about half an hour. Nice, easy, cool. You think it's time? We've had a drone sitting on the dash of the car for about a day now. Let's see if she's dried out enough to start. I've got a brand new battery here. Well, not a brand new battery, but a spare battery that didn't go underwater. So I'm going to give that a go first. Chuck the battery in now. It's a good sign. Some lights. Everyone got their fingers crossed. The propellers aren't spinning like normal, but try again. Looking good so far. Well, besides the propellers not spinning, but ESC error. Motor voltage too low. Let's just bypass all that and see if we can chuck it up in the air. Nope.
And after a while of this, we decided to head back to Bitter Springs for one last float before we headed off.
We finally packed the pool noodles up and moved away from Mataranka. It was definitely hard. Such a beautiful place. We're heading to Catherine and we found this nice little stop on the side of the road. It's Kings River Retreat, I think. Took a toilet over there and we've just nestled ourselves in amongst the trees. Fairly well hidden.
New favourite wrap unlocked. Chicken tenders, bacon, lettuce, mayo, and the key ingredient, camembert cheese. It is bloody incredible. Thanks, Chef.
You're welcome. And that brings us to the end of another episode. Thanks so much for watching.
Next week we'll be in Darwin where we do the beer can regatta, the V8 and the famous Mindle Beach Markets Laksa.
Ooh.